Hi, I'm Warren Buckleitner, and I've just spent the last few days playing with the Sony Move controller, and I really think...
Hey! What's the exact name?
Huh? Well, the long name is the Sony PlayStation Move Motion Controller, which doesn't really roll off the tongue. A shorter name is just PlayStation Move. I've noticed sort of insiders calling it just Move, as in, have you tried Move yet?
How much does it cost?
One PlayStation Move Motion Controller will cost $50, slightly more expensive than a Nintendo controller. There's also a navigation controller that doesn't have one of these. That's equivalent to the nunchuck. That's for games where you want to have more control over motion and so on, and another set of buttons. There's no wire. These are both Bluetooth, and there'll be a $100 bundle that includes both of those.
How does it compare to the Wii? That's what I really want to know.
Well, Move serves up an experience that's almost identical to the Wii, in some ways better, providing you've calibrated your system correctly.
Okay, but what can it do that the Wii can't?
Move can do stuff that the Wii can do, but it can also see you and hear you. So you can actually see yourself on the screen with your characters. You can draw a picture, you can put it inside the game, and so on. Things that you're going to see Kinect doing. So in a way, Move is a combination of Microsoft Kinect and the Wii. One other thing that the Move does that the Wii doesn't, it's up to 1080p resolution. So this will work with an HD screen. A Wii doesn't. A Wii is only 480 pixels.
Well, how many Move-enabled games will there be?
There's going to be 10 coming out this fall, and Sony promises more.
Okay, but what do those glowing ball things do?
These glowing spheres are kind of like the beacons that a airplane mechanic would use to pull in a 747. They tell the camera where they are, and what's interesting about them is that they will automatically sense the background so that to provide the best possible contrast. This computing is all done internally by the PS3. You never even are aware that this is going, so that the LED inside this ball automatically changes colors. It's quite an interesting process. I've thought of it as a reverse chameleon effect.
So, how is the motion captured?
Well, there's a lot of technology that's going on inside this controller that's sent to the PS3 by Bluetooth. That's similar to what the Wii does. Unlike the Wii, these newer accelerometers can handle up to 6 Gs of motion, so that even the most intense sword fight, it doesn't become saturated with motion. So you really get that Wii Motion Plus feeling, plus a little bit. It's a silky, smooth feeling. It's one-to-one. Our testers have really enjoyed that. In addition, the camera can see where you are in the room. It can see your face, your arms, and so on. It can also see these balls. The Wii cannot tell where you actually are in the room. So if I move left or right, the Wii doesn't know.
And does it need AA batteries?
This is rechargeable. It's all lithium ion. And I've been told by Sony that the batteries inside here are significantly beefier than in a normal 6-axis controller. That's because it's got to power this LED.
What if I have an old-fashioned TV? Will it work?
Yes, you can use Move on a regular television. However, it won't look very, very good. It really looks nice, much nicer on a 1080p HD screen. One trick that Sony told me to look for is make sure that your TV has a game mode that's more responsive. You might sacrifice the quality of your graphics, but it makes it so that it performs better.
Okay, so I'm starting from scratch. What's the best possible setup?
Well, Move uses a camera, and cameras like light. They don't like light behind you, so set up your system so that there's a light in front of you that can see your face. You can look at the screen, and what you see on the screen is what the camera will also see for tracking.
I'm really worried because my dog's going to chew up those little glowy things.
Right away, we noticed that these are so fun to squish, and babies are going to want to stick these in their mouths and chew on them. Puppies are going to want to chew them up. These are not replaceable, so you can't pull these out and snap a new one in. So be careful and store this in a safe place.
What about any drawbacks? Anything that The PR people don't tell you?
Well, one thing that you'll want to note is that you just can't pick up and play one of these like you can with the Wii. You got to calibrate it first, and that's a bit of a process. It's kind of like you have to line things up on the screen and so on. And in addition, every game is going to require this calibration in order to work correctly.
Will Move work with every PS3 title?
No, it doesn't. You can't replace one of these things for a regular PlayStation controller.
How many Move controllers can a PS3 recognize?
Up to 4.
Okay, so what's the bottom line?
Well, I'll tell you what. When I first saw the Move at E3, I was a skeptic. I really, as I was with Kinect, I really wasn't sure that you needed this kind of thing to provide a, we got the Wii, right? After I played it a while and after I tried it with a variety of kids, I realized that Sony is onto something. By doing the camera stuff and with that one-to-one motion correlation, it's pretty powerful. I mean, once you get a taste of this, it's hard to stop. I am really interested in how designers can start to use this technology, kind of like layering on everything Kinect can do with everything that Nintendo's done with state-of-the-art accelerometers. It's a really powerful combination for not that much more money. I think the Move is a great contribution to interactive media. I'm Warren Buckleitner. We'll see you next time.
Okay, so can we review Dora now?